welcome in. Let me go turn it off on the other page. Hey y'all, Pam here with BeeCreative Crafts, and welcome to Off the Hook. I had several people already in chat, so I was like, you know what, we'll just start a couple minutes early. So welcome in everybody. And first, let me go over here and play this for Miss Angela. Thank you so much. And this is for Miss Nancy. Woo! Go Earl! Go Earl! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Woo, woo. Thanks, Earl. All right, so now let me welcome everybody in. Let me scroll back up to the top of the chat. So Rudy was here earlier, so if he's still here, hello and welcome to all the Spring Raiders. Thank y'all for coming over. Hello, Miss Angela, and thank you again so much. And there's Miss Kimberly and Miss Nancy. We also had a treasure raid, so welcome to all the treasure raiders. And again, thank you so much, Nancy. Hello, Miss Chris K. She is watching TV with dinner. Yummy. And hello, Miss Tracy, and hey, Miss Wanda, welcome in. So I hope everyone is doing great tonight. So as y'all saw coming in, probably, if not, you may can see it on your screen now. Hello, Mom, welcome in, welcome in. She says, love the dance moves. Oh, Earl's a good sport. So as y'all saw coming in, you absolutely do not have to do a super chat. It's just a goal that YouTube created for content creators that we can put out there. So y'all, if we reach the goal, then y'all get to help me pick a my next big project. So yeah, I think it's kind of fun. And then if they continue on with this, then I'll do something different. I'm not going to do it every live. I'm probably going to do it once a month. Just for something different. Again, I never expect y'all to give anything like that, but if you do, it is appreciated. But I just wanted to say that. Angela is using Red Heart All-in-One Flower Power Cherry Blossom. Ooh, nice. All right, so are y'all ready to get started to see if this project or this yarn is going to pull? As y'all saw from the thumbnail, Mainstays 100% acrylic yarn in this variegated, which is called Pink Multi. I have no idea if it will pull or not. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Let me go over here. And this one is for you. All right, so y'all, again, thank y'all so much. I appreciate that. I have no idea if this is going to pull or not. I figure on the months that have five Thursdays, we're going to do a will it pull. And we're going to find out if any of these other yarns will pull. And we're going to pull up the planned pulling website. I'm going to show y'all how to do. Lisa said she's going to catch the replay. Awesome. No worries. Thank you so much again. Have a great night. So I'm going to show you how to work up your stitches, where to go to drop in your stitch count, and then we'll see if this is going to pull. My mom said, pretty shades. Eliana would definitely approve, even if it doesn't pull right. And I have two of these. And y'all, I did check at Walmart, and these, because you know, sometimes colorways come and go. They do still carry this color at Walmart. So if it pulls, you can buy more. I have no idea if this is a long color pull. I've never used this. It's in my stash. I actually think I won this in a giveaway a long time ago over at Granny D's, I do believe. So I don't know if these are long color changes or short color changes, but we're going to find out. So let me go ahead and switch my camera around and we'll get started on it. And if you want to, well, actually, you can use any color. Hey, Rudy, welcome in. Nope. She said, has Pam been to Area 51 and 39? I have not. I have not. Hey, Bojan, welcome in. Okay. Oh, I guess I need to bring this one up. Boop. Bring Alias Me up, and then we'll switch the camera. Okie dokie. Turn this around. There we go. Bojan said, is that new yarn? It is, it's not new, but it is, there we go. It's not new yarn, but it is the yarn I have not used yet. This is Mainstays from Walmart, and we're going to see if this will color pool. First, let me figure out what's up with my camera. There we go. So we're going to see if this is going to color pool. I'm going to be using a J hook. Y'all can use any size hook that you want to use with when trying to color pool. Nancy says you hear an echo? Okay. Let me try that. How about now? Still have an echo? I don't know why, if it is. Let me see. Okay, that's turned all the way down. Y'all just let me know. Angela says no, ma'am. Nancy says better. Okay. I have the, I use my phone for this camera up here for the little picture-in-picture camera. And I've gotten where I'll mute the mic on it, even though it's not supposed to pick it up, but I plug in the earbuds to help stop that. So, all right, we good then. All right. So I'm going to be using, actually, let me switch this around for a second. Okay, so this is what I'm using. This is a project y'all seen before. This was a moss stitch blanket that I was working on, where I was actually controlling the colors, unlike the other one where I just randomly picked them. So I am gonna make this into a scarf. I think I'm gonna call it done. But so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use this as my to do my test swatch on to get my color numbers going. And Kimberly and my mom, neither one here echoes. Awesome. And Rudy has been writing some stories. Awesome. That's cool, Rudy. Getting your artistic side in. That's awesome. Okay, now let me figure out which way, where we're gonna, wow, that is tiny. What was I doing? Let's see here. All right, let me switch my camera back. There we go. He said the stories he wrote they're from me. Now I have been seeing some of the videos that you've been tagging me in. Okay. I said I was going to use it. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do, and let me get the plan pooling website pulled up. I won't. Do I like the Vineyard Chicks? I don't know if I saw that one. Okay. And get the yarn going here. Oh, these look like they're going to be short color changes. So we'll see. We'll see if it's going to color pool. So what we'll do first is I'm just going to do a row of single crochet. And then we'll go in and count our colors. See if I can get it to where this starts with a new color. Okay. Just go right into this one here. And then all you do is you single crochet all the way across through a complete color, the complete color palette. And then we'll go back and count them up and see how many of each color we get which is looking like it might be 3. So that's why I was saying you can use different size hooks depending upon your yarn. Oh, can y'all see what I'm doing? When you have a chance, can you write from 0 to 100 on pen and paper with your pink pen? Not tonight, Rudy. Tonight we're working on. I'm working on this. But you do a single crochet with each color. But if you want to change up your hook size, you might can get more stitches. Whenever y'all need to do it, moderators. So you just keep going through the entire color change. And then we'll go back and count them up, and then we will drop them into the program and see how it's going to pull. And I don't know what this color palette or how this color range goes. So we've got bright. So we've got this dark pink. Then we have a lighter pink, and then we have the white. Okay. And if you don't have a project already started, you can chain it out and then just do a little test swatch. As long as so you say you chain 75, then you can go back in and single crochet all the way across. Just make sure you get a full color change. Sometimes I'll go ahead and do it twice. I'm looking up there. That's not where the camera's at. I'll do it twice just to make sure I get all of the colors in. And make sure that all of the color changes are going to be consistent. And y'all, the chat is not moving over here. Spring was having trouble with the chat in StreamYard, so I may have to go over to the YT side and check that out if it keeps doing that. So if so, I will do that. Okay, let me go look on YouTube side here. Hold on. I don't want to be missing y'all's comments. Okay, y'all. So comments are not coming through, so just keep chatting, and maybe eventually they'll all pop in. And we'll see what we can do with this. Okay, so now we're going back into the dark. This may not be a consistent, this may be a really long color palette. Is that what you would call it? A color palette? Color changing? Color sequins. A color sequence. We'll call it that. Thank you, Sunita. Okay, there come the chatty chats again. Kriska says we're watching you. Thank you, Sunita. Let me go over here. This is for you. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so, well. Okay, I see how it's going. Okay, so we're going this darker, and then this bright pink, and then dark pink, and then we're going white, light pink, white, and then we're going back into the dark pink, dark. Okay. I see how it's going. It was confusing me, y'all. My mom says it says slow mode is on and we have to comment every 30 seconds to update. No, it just means that like if you comment, you can't comment again for 30 seconds. Just because yeah. Is it still on that? Let me look. And I can take that off. We'll if I need to. But it just means you can only comment every 30 seconds is what it's supposed to be. So if it starts acting up, and it should be individual and not per person. I mean, it should be individual and not per chat. So it should, yeah, is what it should be. And I will explain that to you after. I'll tell you later why. Mother. Okay. All right, looks like these are going to be pretty consistent. So yay. I'm excited. We can go see how it's going to pull. Okay. Chris says, Earl video. You know what, Chris K? Just because you asked for it, I'll play it. This is for everybody that's here tonight and hanging out. Thank y'all so much. Woo! Go Earl! Go Earl! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Woo, woo. Thanks, Earl. Okay, so let me. Hi, Ann. Welcome in. Let me go over here and we are going to share screen. Let me turn this one off for a second. And share screen. And let's pull up the Plan Pooling website. I can't remember if I put it in the description, y'all. Let me go look. I kind of think I did, but I can't swear to it. I did. Look at me go. Okay. And I turned off the camera. I did. Okay, so I do have the link for this website in the description box, so y'all can find it there if you are interested in learning how to color pool. And let me see if I can make that big. Hey, Bonnie, welcome in. Anne said, what does color pooling mean? Okay, so let me see if I can switch these around. Can I go full screen? Oh, I can. Okay. Let me see here. Solo. There we go. Okay. So with color pooling, you can take a variegated yarn and based on the number or based on how many stitches you do per color, you can get it to color pool and make a really cool design. Let me grab one that I've already done. Hang on just a second here. I'm semi-prepared, y'all. Okay. Let me switch over. Take this one out of. How do I? There we go. Exit solo mode. And put this one in solo mode. Haha, there we go. Okay, so this is using Red Heart Super Saver. This is in their variegated yarn called, is it called mistletoe, y'all? I think it's called mistletoe. But all this is just single crochet, and you drop in. I'm gonna show y'all on this website here in just a second how you can do it. Now the website does say knitting, but you can do single crochet and get it out just the same. And so you get the yarn to pull just like this, so you don't have to color control. There's no cutting and weaving in ends. You just single crochet, making sure to keep your stitch count consistent per color, and then you get this really cool. You get these really cool designs. So we're going to see if this Mainstays was going to color pool, and since they are consistent, I'm thinking that we are absolutely going to be able to. So we're going to see how it's going to look and how many stitches we need and all that kind of fun jazz. Y'all, my hair's sticking to my face. Staticky. And so that's cool. I know, right? It's like magic, really. It really is. And it looks, once you finally get the hang of it, and especially using this website, it makes it so much easier. I tried to figure out how to do it before I heard about this website. And I heard about this website from Nastasia, from Donna Wolf over at Nastasia. That's how I heard about this website. So it's a really cool website. Okay, so let me go back to this one. Okay, so the way you count your stitches for this is you're wanting to count the little two leggies on the front. So, I mean, you can count from up here on the top, but this is what's going to be seen. So this is pretty much this is what we care about. So we're going to have 3 white, 3 pink, or this like a rosy color, 3 white, 3 dark red or dark pink, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of this color pink, and then 3 of the dark. So that's going to be our color sequence, and we're going to go drop it into this website. So we'll have, y'all can't see that, 3, 3, 3, 3, 6, 3. And then we're going to put these colors in and see what. Chris K says, FYI, color pooling with a solid is boring. Just saying. All right, let me, I'm looking at, I forgot I don't have it picture in picture, so y'all can't see me. Okay. Let's go back over here. Exit solo. Okay, now I'm going to make this website large so that y'all can see it. I'm going to put it on full screen. That way maybe it'll be easier for y'all to see. Okay, so let me go over here to the website. Okay, so up here at the top, you have your colors. This right here at the top where it says stitches in a row, that is where we're going to adjust our stitch count in just a little bit. Okay, so color 1, this is only showing 2 colors. So right underneath, you have color 0, color 1, and then you have add a color. So we know we're going to need, oh, y'all, hold on a second. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me go back over here. Let me go exit this one. Okay, so we're going to do, you're going to count each color, even though white is one color, you're going to count it as 2 separate because you're going to go white, pink, white. So that's 3. Then we're going to do dark pink, regular pink, and dark pink. So we're going to have 6 colors that we're going to put on that chart. Okay, now then let's go back to the share screen. Well, how do I get it back up there? Where did you go, share screen? You know what? We'll just remove you and we'll share screen again because I don't know where it went. Hey, Liz, welcome in. How are you? Share screen. There it comes. Okay. And solo. Full screen. There we go. Okay. So for our first color, we're going to go white. So if you click on here, it gives you the color chart. I'm just going to click down here. We're going to say, okay, that looks good for white. Then skip over here where it says number of stitches, and that one was 3. Then we're going to go here to this like dusty rose color. Again, y'all can't see it because I'm not showing it. Okay, so we're going to change this one here to, that looks like a pretty good dusty rose. And that one also had 3. Now we're going to add a color. Since we know that, well, it just automatically added that as white, so we'll let that ride. So we're going to go in here and we're going to put 3 more white. Add another color. This time we're going to go dark pink. So let's see here. Why aren't you giving me a dark pink? What are you doing? Needs to be darker. That works. Okay, and then that's going to be 3. Then we're going to add another color. And this time we're going to add, and if y'all can see down below, every time I add a color, it's changing the pooling at the bottom. Okay, so this time we're going to add a lighter pink. Whoops. And it was 6. And then we're going to copy this color here for color 3 because it's the same color as color. There we go. And this one was 3. Okay, so if you are working a project and your working stitch count is 51 and you're working single crochets and you keep your stitch count consistent, that is how this Mainstays yarn is going to color pool. Now we can go in here and make it bigger or smaller. You can add at the very top here, you can go 1 stitch, 5 stitches shorter, 1 stitch shorter, 1 stitch longer, or 5 stitches longer. So we're just going to go 5 stitches longer and see what happens. And as you add more stitches, the way the pattern pulls changes, and you can see that down below. So we're just going to keep adding stitches just to see how it's going to pull, and eventually it's going to pull really cool. I just have a feeling. Okay, so now we're up to 96. So it depends on if you're wanting to make this for a blanket or if you're wanting to make this as a smaller project. Okay, so here we are at 106. And look how that's going to pull if you, so you would chain 107 so that you're doing 106 single crochets per row. And as long as you keep it at that, make sure that you do 3 white, 3 pink, 3 white, and do, keep your stitch count consistent, then that's how that's going to pull. Then you can go 1 stitch longer, and you can go up and down by 1 stitch just to see all the different ways that this yarn will color pull. So you can get that really kind of cool argyle. Hey Karen, welcome in. So let's see here. How many did I do for this scarf here? Okay, so this one I did like a 40-ish. So let me take it back down. And then you can also just go in here and manually change it. So we're going to go to 50. And then we're going to take it short, up and down, short. So that's cool. I know, and it's a really fun website to play with. So like if you have variegated yarn and you're thinking, oh, I don't want to use that, see if it'll color pull, because I have found that a lot of it really does. I'm going to take it down. Okay, so if you want to do an argyle type, so you could do 43 stitches using this Mainstays, no color, no cutting, no, hey Samantha, of the yarn. You just keep going, and that's the pattern that you're going to get. And I think that's really cool. And it also is even. I like how the diamonds are even. So you have 2 diamonds, a little bit of white. I really like that one right there. Okay, now that is working flat. So right here, you'll notice that it says knitting, right here in the center. But you can go back and forth. You can use single crochet. If you don't knit, you can do it in single crochet. But you can also work in the round with it. So if you want to make a hat and you want to see if it'll color pull, and you're working in the round, either knitting or single crochet, change it to singular or circular, and it's going to change the way it color pulls. Samantha, the website is called plannedpooling.com, and it is linked in the description below. So if you change it to circular and you're keeping your stitch count at 43, that's how it's going to color pull. Now for hats, I generally do it in, let's say 60 or 72. So if I did it in 60, that's what it's going to look like. If I use this yarn, then that's how it's going to color pull. And let's just go up by 5 stitches. 5 stitches pulls it that way. So you can get this striped effect without having to do anything other than single crochet. Let's go 5 stitches longer again. So if we did 70, that's going to be kind of muddy. I mean, that's just going to look like a straight up variegated beanie. Let's go up 1 stitch, 2 stitch. So if you did 72 stitches, you're going to get a pattern that's going to look similar to there. And then this is what it would look like if you went with 73. So it's pretty cool. It's a really cool website. So let me go back over here. We were at what, 40? What was it? 40 something. Let's go 40. Go back to 50. Take it back to flat. There it was, 43. And Sunita said that's with turning. Okay, this one here, so this one is if you turn it. If you do it in circular, then no. If you do it in a circle, it would pull in the stripes. If you do it flat, so like if you want to do this pattern on a hat, then you would do back and forth. Samantha says, how can I do this with a boggy creek? I don't know. I don't know what all the specs are for the boggy creek, Samantha, but you would just make it as wide as you need it to be, and then you just have to adjust your stitch count based on the yarn you're using. Okay, so let me go back over here to StreamYard. Let me take this one out of solo mode. And we'll keep that there for a minute. Samantha says 40 inches. Well, Samantha, again, it's going to depend on what yarn you're using and what hook you're using. This here I did with this Mainstays acrylic. Okay, so we're going to do a little short project here. So let me go back over here to plan pulling and get my stitch count. So my stitch count is going to be 43, so I'm going to need to chain 44. And then we're going to, I can remember this, it's going to be 3 3 3 6 3, so that's easy enough. Okay. So everything is 3 3 3 3 3 6 3. Okay. And then I will flip the camera back around. Oh, I got the camera back up there already. I will stop screen sharing and then I'll put it big so we can see what I'm doing here. And does anybody have any questions so far? I've got my yarn all knotted. Thank you, Nancy. That's right. She's telling Samantha, you have to do a swatch because everybody's is gonna, yeah, everybody crochets different. Exactly. And if you're using a smaller hook, then you might get 4 stitches per color, and then maybe you get 8 for the light pink, or and then that's going to create a different pulling pattern. And sometimes if you use a smaller hook and you can get more stitches per color, you're going to get a more detailed pulling of the yarn. And you can also color pull using doing the there we go, using the moss stitch, but I have not yet figured out how to do that. Samantha said, where is row 1? I haven't started it yet. Starting it now. Let me go back over here to StreamYard and remove. Oh, now I know how to do that. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we are going to chain 44. Actually, I'm going to chain, yeah. On the graph, where's row 1 on the graph? It's wherever you want it to be. It'll be, let me see. I guess it's on the, I don't know if you can see it on the top or the bottom. Really, it's just that's just to get your color pooling. It's not really a graph because you can't go by the image. Let me bring it back up so you can see what I'm talking about. You can't go by that image because you can't see how many stitches there are. See, with that graph there, you can't see how many stitches they are. It's just digitized to show you how the yarn is going to pull. But once you get your stitch count, you just want to start with whatever color you wanted it to start with. Because otherwise, if you start with one of the other colors, it's going to be fine. It's just going to put you in a different spot on the image. So I'm going to bring that back down. I'm going to chain a bunch until I get to, I want my starting stitch count to be 44, but normally I will chain a bunch and figure out where to start at so that I get with the color that I dropped in first in my color palette or in the color pooling. Here's 35. Ooh, I was close to getting it at the right spot. Okay, so right here's my 44. So I'm just going to go ahead and chain on over until I get about to right here. That way I can start with my white. Okay, so here we go. And then I will just work up till I get to 44 stitches, and then I will stop, and then I'll just take care of these little parts that are going to be hanging down later. Samantha says, can I make it into a blanket? Absolutely. It's all about keeping up with your count, though. So I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to go ahead and work. So I know that I need to get 3 stitches out of this white. And then I need to get 3 stitches out of this light pink. So you might need to make your stitches either tighter or looser to get that stitch count to work. This is going to be, let's see, let me back up. Get one more chain here so that I'm starting right on the white. Where'd you go? And Bojan said he sent me some pooling yarn on my Facebook page. Awesome. Thank you. I have some color pooling yarn that I have used, but I just wanted to see if any other variegated, if ones that are not labeled as pooling, if they would pool. But I will take a look at those. Thank you. Okay, there we go. So now I'm just loosening up my stitches so that I can get them to be the color that I need them to be. And the first row is a little tricky. So usually what I will do is I will start with a different color and do like a border, because it's gonna, see how these are not coming in underneath. This bottom row here will not be part of the pooling. So if you want to do like a solid border, you can go ahead and start with that instead of starting with the chaining of that. And then that way you can just jump right in with your yarn. Okay, so now we're ready for the dark pink. So we're going to do 3 stitches. And if you missed how we're getting these stitch counts, just rewind the live just a little bit, and I showed y'all how I got these numbers. And your numbers will be different. You just do your little swatchy swatch, and Okay, so then we need 6 of these based on what we did a while ago. Y'all, it is pouring down rain here. Samantha said, "How did I put the color in the color pool in the?" You have to go to that website, plan pooling, and you have to drop in the numbers based on your based on the stitch count that you created. I know you were a little bit late coming in. If you rewind it back about 5 minutes, maybe, you'll see where I was doing that, and that'll help explain how you can get the color pooling for your yarn. And then we need 3 of this one, and then I need to see 1, whoops, 2. What I'm doing is I'm really making these very loose. Okay, let's see how many stitches we're at. Okay, so we're at 21 stitches now. Oh, thank you, Nancy. Nancy dropped in another of the plan pooling lives. Yes, I've done this before, so thank you very much. Samantha says, what color am I working with? I am using Mainstays acrylic yarn from Walmart, and this is in the color Pink Multi, and I just wanted to see if this variegated would color pool. This is not a color pooling yarn. It's just a standard, it's just a variegated yarn that you can pick up at Walmart. And I wanted to see if it would color pool. And if so, what kind of cool designs we could get with it. So now we're going to do 3 with the white, because the main thing with color pooling is making sure you keep your stitch count consistent within the color that you dropped into the chart. So say you get to the end of the pink and you still have extra pink. So we need 3 with this one. So I'm just going to do just a shorter stitch. Okay, or a tighter stitch rather. And see, we still have all this pink here. So what you would need to do is you just pull back those 3 stitches that you just did, and then loosen up your tension so that you only get the 3 stitches that you need with that color. And see, now I just have a tiny bit of the pink, and then we're ready to do the white. And by the same thing, if you get to the end of your white and you get to the end and you're already into this pink, then you pull it back out and tighten up your stitch. Is anybody keeping count for me? 1. I know we were at 21 a second ago. Let's see here. Since I didn't chain the right number. Ooh, we're at 30. Okay. Tracy says, sorry, ladies. Hubby's home from church going to listen to the sermon. Good night. Good night, Tracy. Thank you for coming in. Okay, so now we're going to go over here to this darker pink. And we need 3 of these. Which will give me 33. Then I do these. I'm going to do 6 with this regular pink here. So that's 39. Oh, thank you, Nancy. Let me go over here. Let's see. We're going to give you this one this time. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. We should be getting pretty close to our goal, y'all. All right, and then we're going to do 3 more. Let me go over here and look. Oh, that was it. We did get it. We reached it. Woohoo! All right. Yay. All right, so we're going to come back over here. Let me finish up this row here, and then we will, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then y'all get to pick out what my next project's going to be. Okay, so we're at 39. So we're going to do these 3. 41, 42, and we want it to be 43, right? Was that my stitch count? Scroll back up. 43, yes. Okay, so we've got 42, right? Is that what I just said? So what you do is you're going to, hey Rachel, welcome in. So for this last one, this will be our stitch number 43. So we're going to go ahead and do our stitch. Go ahead and chain, and then turn. So that was 1 with this color. And then you need to do 2 more single crochets with that color. So it's all about keeping the stitch count consistent within that color. Y'all, is it going in and out being blurry? If so, let me know and I will turn off that autofocus. And then now we're ready for row 2, and you just keep going. You just keep your stitch count consistent. So again, you're back to 3 single crochets with the light pink. And then do 3 single crochets with the white. And let me show y'all a little trick that sometimes I'll do as well. Okay, so right here, well, not with that one. Let's see if I get to one that I have extra yarn. Okay, so I need 3 with this one. And the main thing too, when you're doing your swatch, just kind of relax your tension. You want it to be, you don't want it to be where you're having to crochet super tight on the whole thing. You want it to be a relaxed tension so that you can try to keep it as consistent as possible. And that way you don't have to like adjust the stitches. Does that make sense? Let me know if that's making sense to y'all. Okay, so now we're on this pink, so we're going to do 6. See, now I did those 6, and we're right here ready for the dark pink. Hey, Sky Mountain, welcome in. That's my oldest baby, y'all. He said, what up, little bumblebees? Hi. Are the babies sleeping? Probably. It's 8:45. I'm sure they're sleeping. Hey, Liz, welcome in. Hey, did you, Sky Mountain, did you get your list for your birthday and send it to your mother? And now we're ready to do the dark again. So we're going to do 3. And now watch me not be able to show y'all what I was talking about. Because, okay, I guess I could have showed you on the first one. But let's do 3 of the white. And then I may do this next one a little tight so I can show y'all what I'm talking about. Okay, so say you get to the end. He says, finally, they are listening to piano, if not, That's the daddy to my babies. Oh, thanks, Liz. This is, let's see, you know what? You're going to get the Earl dance. Woo! Go, Earl. Go, Earl. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Woo, woo. Thanks, Earl. Nancy says, can I send you my list too? Sure. It's okay. Trevor, just send it. Just send me whatever. Okay, so say you get to your thing here and you're constantly having to pull it back out because that color change has gotten longer than what you wanted it. So what you can do is just, you know what? We're just gonna toss in a little half double right here. And that's gonna use up a little bit of that extra yarn, and then you just keep on cruising. And ta-da, you still got your 3 stitches, and now you're over here into your white. Whoop, where'd my chat go? Sanita said, this would have to be a start and finish in one day, because if I put it down, I would forget stitch count and lose my tension. Yeah, but I thought I would do that too. But once you, what I make sure I do on that, I make sure that when I stop on a project, that I end on that. I end with a color. I'll show you what I'm talking about, because this one probably, now watch me say that and it's not going to. So let me get to the end of this row and see where I'm at. 1, 2, 3. Samantha says, what am I making with that yarn? I am just making a little project just to see if it would pull. It is about the width of a scarf-ish, so it may become a scarf. I don't know. 1, 2, 3. Nancy wants a she shed. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so probably on the next end. Whoa. The next pass here, because right now when I end, I'm going to have 2 stitches left. Ooh, that white's blurring out. There we go. Hey, Diane. She said, I made it. Welcome in. So we go 1, 2. We're going to chain and turn. Okay, see how I'm already starting to go into the pink? So with this chain and turn, I'm going to pull it tight. You can also just turn and not do a chain if that's what you want to do. Okay, now, see how I got a little bit of pink in this one? I don't worry too much about that. I just keep on cruising. 2, 3. Now, if I finished it and the whole thing, like say I had to finish this one and the whole thing is basically white with just a teeny bit of pink, I would have pulled it back out. But for that right there, it's okay. Diane says, what am I making? I am seeing if this Mainstays yarn here from Walmart, I'm just seeing if it will color pool. And so this will probably become a scarf, or I may frog it back, I don't know, and make something else with it. I just wanted to see if it would work. So when we get to the end of this row, since the first one had 1 and then we turned, it should end at the end of a color change. And if I'm working a big project and I know I can't finish it in one day, like this here, like I knew that this was not going to be done in one day, because this is a big old scarf. So I made sure that when I ended a row to put it down for a night, that I ended on a specific, on the end of a color change. And I'll show y'all what I'm talking about right here, because it should work out on this particular row. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and I'm not even paying attention to the time. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And this really is keeping up the stitch count per color. Liz said, wow, I love that scarf knife print. Thank you. And this is just using a variegated yarn. I'll grab it and show y'all here in just a second, because it was if you see it in the store, you'll be like, nope, but I liked it. And I bought it specifically because I wanted to make a color pooling project with it. Okay, so we're going to do 6. And the longer the color change, you just have to keep track of the color change, the number. Like I had one yarn and it had so many color changes, like in the whole sequence, it was like 25 or something. And I was like, no. Samantha says, how many balls will I need to make a boggy creek blanket? I have no idea, Samantha, because it will really depend upon, it would depend on how many, what yarn you're using, what hook size you're using. Okay, so Okay. And I stopped. And that's another thing. I stopped right in the middle of this one, and I'm like, oh, how many stitches did I just do? And if you have a whole bunch, or if you're, that can get a little blah. Let me see here. Let me scroll back up. I'm missing some chat. Rachel said, Earl so fabulously funny. There's where Nancy wanted a she shed. Scrolly, scrolly, scrolly. It jumped over here, y'all. Okay, that's it. Okay, everybody's just welcoming each other in and saying howdy do. Awesome. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's ways to sneak in. Like that one there has the Christmas one has some extra little hey Angel has some little half doubles tossed in there. 1, 2, 3. Whoa, get back here. But yeah, on that first, on the chain, because it's not going to give you that color pooling. The chain isn't. So I know I'm backing up here. So this, it looks like it's fur. Well, I mean it is fur, but I started out with oh, my camera froze. I started out with well, I didn't on this one. On the other one I did, I started out with a base row of white. And then I started working into the white, and then I went back and added the faux fur yarn. Hey, Tinykins. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now this one is 6 because this is my larger color. And after I finish this row, we'll go drop the Jeopardy question, and I'll show y'all the projects. Okay, so I have 3 stitches left. I'm ready to start my white. Let's see. When do you do the word drop link? Samantha, usually I do it about 9:30 or so, in about 30 minutes. Trevor says, I'm heading out for the night. Have a great night, everyone. I'll text you later. Okay, good night. Mwah. Thank you for popping in. Okay, so we're going to do 1, 2, and 3. Whoop. That's where I pulled it tight. There we go. All right, and so now this is a good place to stop because I know I ended with this color. So I know that when I get ready to go start the next day or whenever I pick this project up again, I'm ready to start with my pink. So I know that I'm going to start with 3 of these and then 3 of these. So definitely start into the start with or end when a color in the sequence ends. That way it's easier to know where to pick up. And then these here, I'll just cut those off. But yeah, there you go. Right, Sunita says, so 3 pink. So yeah, so now I'm ready to start the next row with 3 pink because I just ended with 3 white. And it's not looking like much right now, but as we keep going, these whites are going to continue to go out like this, which is going to give us that diamond pattern. And then once they get out to a certain point, they'll start going back in. And let me show those that missed it what this is going to color pool like. So let me add this back to stage. Go back over here. So that is the pattern that it's going to look like. That's what it'll look like once it starts growing. As you continue on with the colors, it'll give you that cool pattern. So that's what color pooling is, yarn pooling, plan pooling, however you want to call it. But I really just wanted to see if this Mainstays yarn would color pool, and the answer is yes, yes it will. So I'm sure that there will be some yarns that we test out during this whole little series that we do this year. I'm sure some of them will not. If y'all were here, what was it? My mom says that diamond pattern is really pretty, right? Hey Zara, welcome in. How are you? So I think it's really cool. And this, I mean, you could also do like make a little baby blanket. So maybe this will become a baby blanket, a baby doll blanket. That may be what I do. I may turn this into a little baby doll blanket for a baby girl, because she loves pink. Rachel said, plan pooling. That looks cool. Yeah. And I mean, and y'all probably, if y'all are like me, I have variegated yarn in my stash. Samantha, all of my contact information should be in the description box, so you can shoot me an email. Let's see, go back over here. Drop this back down. Okay, let me grab that other yarn and show y'all. Well, move that big bag. Oh, it's jammed in there, Tiny. I have to move this bag. Hold on. It's jammed in the metal box. Okie dokie. Here we go. Okay, so this is what I made this with. Let me switch. Where are you? What did I do? This one. So that's what I used to make this. Now I did create a planned pooling, color pooling, plan pooling playlist earlier this week, and I tried to put all of my videos in that have to do with plan pooling, whether it's a short. I did make 2 sets of these, and I sent one to Miss Wanda, and I made a hat, which is not in here, but if you wanted to make a matching hat and you didn't want to work it in the round, you could either work it flat and then seam it up, or you could start from crown down, and then when you get it to the certain width, you would have to turn every row, and then you could get the diamond pattern. What I did was, I think I just worked it flat, seamed it up. Yeah, I did. I worked it flat, seamed it up, and then cinched it at the top. But I made this using the Super Saver Jumbo in the color Mistletoe. Is it going to focus in? Not really. Trust me, it says Mistletoe. But that's what I used to make this. And Nancy said she did her hat flat and then seamed it up. Yes, so that's the easiest way to do that for a hat. Because if you work it in the round and you don't turn each round, or if you just continue working in the round without turning, you're going to get that striped look. Hey, Susan, welcome in. You're going to get that stripe instead of the diamond, which just still looks cool, but it won't be the same pattern as your scarf. So, alrighty. Whew, now my nose is itching. But yeah, no, what was it? Christmas Day? No. Maybe. Yeah, I think it was. I think it was on the Christmas Day live that I did. We did the color pooling with the granny square yarn, and that had a huge color change, or a huge color sequence for the white. It was like, I don't remember exactly, but it was like 100 stitches or something. It was crazy. So I was like, that was yeah. Samantha says mosaic crochet. I do like mosaic. Okay, so let me top this one. I'm going to switch my camera to over here. And switchy, because I have to do 2 things. First, we're going to drop the Jeopardy question, so let me go do that. So tonight's, let's switch here. You know what? Let's just drop you down for a second. There we go. Good night, Mom. Have a good night. Oh, wait, before you go, if you're still here. So if y'all missed, so the tutorial for the turtle beanie is out. So this one is for my niece. She wanted it longer so that she could cuff it. So if you want one long enough that you can cuff, just add more rows of single crochet. And then here is her neck warmer. And then here's her neck warmer. So she'll be ready to stay warm and snuggly. I forgot to take this to her the other day, so y'all get to see it. Yay! I'm hopefully going to get the tutorial for this up this weekend. Samantha said for my next big project, Mosaic, I'm going to show y'all what the options are. But yes. And then here it is in the green. And then this is in the sand, which this is what the tutorial, I'll make the tutorial to match this one. But I do have the tutorial already up for the hat. My mom says, that's pretty. Katie's going to love it. Yep. So if y'all want to do one, just, I think I said single crochet, but this was half double. Just keep going with the half double crochet round until you get as long as you want it. And then you can fold it up because she wanted hers long. But hers is done. And this was in the same yarn that we were using last year. And this one is in the color violet. Hey, Kelly. What is it called? Roll with it. How could I forget? I only used it every day last year. Roll with It by Red Heart, and this is in the color violet. Oh, Nancy says highs in the 80s for them. Ugh. Well, I figure here it's getting warm, but then the temps are gonna go back down. So let me scroll it back up a little bit. And Miss Susan said, how are you doing? I am doing good. I don't know if I answered you a while ago. I'm doing pretty good. And Miss Kelly, did you have a good birthday? Pretty sure I saw that it was your birthday the other day. And I was going to sing, what was this? Last Thursday. Was it last Thursday? Maybe? I think so. If my memory is correct, which it very well may not be. Okay, so let's go over here to banners. That is what I was doing. Okay, so y'all, the category this week for Jeopardy is Bachelor of Arts. I did get this one correct. However, I would not, well, I might would have got it without one part of this clue, but one part of the answer 100% gave it away for me. If you like this particular, well, you'll see. All right, y'all. So the answer is he proposed to at least 3 women, including Eugenie Lawyer, in 1873. But this painter never wed on a starry night or any other. All right, y'all. Who do you think it is? Kelly says, mine. Hi, Samantha and Nancy in chat. Yes, it was good. Thanks. Hibachi Chinese food. Ooh, yummy. Yes, yours. Dan says, can I ask a question? Absolutely. And I might answer it. I'm just kidding. Sure, ask away. I'm waiting. waiting for the command. Okay, so while you do that, okay, so I've got all of the projects lined up across the screen. I've got all of the projects lined up across the street. So we've got Who is Van Gogh coming in for my next big project. Okay. Well, hey, Dawn P. Welcome in. Hey, Dawn. Oh, look, we got Dawn P. and Dawn Yarn Doll popping in. She says she's been cooking and listening. Awesome. Samantha said, who is Van Gogh? Okay, so let me go over here and share screen. And then we've got the first one is Inspired by Grace. Oh, I guess I have to stop screen share to screen share. Okay, stop that one. Present, share screen. Okay, so where did it go? Inspired by Grace is the newest crochet along, or one of the newest crochet alongs that Crochet Crowd's doing. So that's what it looks like. wish I could get rid of this big old ad at the bottom so y'all can see it, but that's what it looks like. So if y'all choose this one for the next one, I've already got the yarn picked out that I'm wanting to use. I'm going to use the Premier yarn, I think. Yeah. The big spools, that's not what they called them. What did they, bobbins, the big bobbins. And I'm going to start with the middle being the lightest color, and then the next one will be the one that has the 2 color, and then the outside will be gray, because I thought this is really pretty. This is designed by Jeannie Steinbrenner, and then I think that's how you say her name. In my mind, that's how I say it. That may not even be the how it is, but anyway, she designed it. She's one of she's designed a lot of them for crochet that Mikey at Crochet Crowd has done the tutorial for. So that is option number 1. And so y'all remember that option number 1 is the Inspired by Grace. Okay, so that's option 1. Option number 2, let me stop screen share. But wait, before, okay, so remember option 1. If somebody wants to write that in the chat, option 1 was Inspired by Grace. And let me scroll back up. Diane says she has 2 anniversary cakes. What blanket pattern should she do? I am using the, I believe mine is in, it's not Suzette. I'll have to double check. I'm doing mine because it's a thicker yarn. So I'm using a big old hook. I want to say I'm using a P hook, and I'm just using a very simple stitch because the one that I got is very variegated. It's a variegated, and it has like a whole lot of color changes. So it's not one that I would have even attempted to color pull. But what I'm using, it kind of looks like, and it actually might be the Drunken Granny, but I don't think so. Maybe it's called the Thickest Stitch. I'll have to look up the name of it. What it is you do, I want to say it's 3 double crochets, then you do a single crochet, chain 3. I'll have to look. I'll give you the exact. I know you asked me that before. You could also do corner to corner, but the one I'm doing kind of looks like the corner to corner block stitch, but I'm working it in rows. So it slants this way, and then it slants this way, and then it slants this way. But it's not Suzette, because you chain 3, and then when you work your next stitches, you're working them into that chain 3, and then you slip. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to look that up. I'm sorry. I'll have to look it up. I'll have to look back. I should have in my, I'll go back in some of my lives. Let me write that down. What stitch am I using for my anniversary cake? Because that way I won't forget. And I will try to remember to look that up after this live ends. I'll take a picture of it, and then this weekend, either or maybe tomorrow, I will get a picture up on my community post, and I will tag you in it so that you can see it. Here we go. And then I'll tell you what stitch I'm using. But one cake made it about half, and I'm making it pretty big. And it's such a warm and cozy yarn, and so I do need to finish it. Okay, let me scroll back down. Scroll. Okay, so Smith says, I love your channel. Oh, thank you. Oh, Kelly says there's also a pattern on the label of the anniversary cakes. See, I didn't even look. Rudy says, when did JFK pass? I do not know what year he passed. Smith says, where's all the chat? I don't know. It keeps disappearing. It should be in there. Let's see. Susan, what's the name of the stitch you do? Oh, that is sedge stitch. I love the sedge stitch. That would be a pretty one to do for that blank, or for that. Yeah, what Susan's talking about is the sedge stitch. So you do a single crochet, a half double, and a double all into the same stitch. Skip 2, and then you do that again. And it looks like this. It's this stitch right here. That is the sedge stitch. That is a variegated, so you probably couldn't see it very well. Let me show it to you in the green. Looks like that. This one here. This is the sedge stitch. That's not what I'm using for mine, but it does kind of resemble that. But it doesn't have the little poof out. I don't know. I'll have to look at it. And it very well could be thickened. And there's Kelly saying that he passed in 1963. Thank you, Miss Kelly, for looking that up. Or you may have just knew it. I would have had to look it up. I knew it was in the 60s, but I couldn't have told you what year. Susan says, I want to do a blanket with that stitch. It is gorgeous. That's what I did the stitch for my niece in for her wedding, for her and her husband. I really like it. I like it a lot. Okay, scrolling back up. Making sure I haven't missed anything. There's another Van Gogh. Okay, and there's Kelly. Okay, let me go ahead and drop our answer because I think most of y'all have or the question to the answer. That way I can share some other stuff. So again, for those that are listening and are catching the replay and you're just listening along, the category is Bachelor of Arts. He proposed to at least 3 women, including Eugenie Lawyer, in 1873, but this painter never wed on a starry night or any other. And those of you that said, who is Vincent van Gogh or who is Van Gogh, y'all are correct. Woo-hoo! Okay, go back over here and scroll. Hey, Jen Reeves. Oh, Jen said he passed away on the 22nd, or November 22nd, 1963, and it was the day before her mom and dad got married. Oh, wow. So you can remember it really easily. Okay, let me take that banner down. Banner, hide. Go back up here and find Miss Kelly's comment. Dawn P says, have you ever done a temperature blanket? Yes, ma'am, I'm doing one. Actually, I have done one before. I never did finish it, but I'm doing one for 2025. The first Thursday of every month is when I'm showing my temperature blanket and showing y'all. But since you asked, let me grab it. It's sitting right here. It's sitting right here. I'll show y'all what it's looking like. I'm doing half row for each one, for each day, because the last time I did one, I did a whole row for each day, and that sucker was probably going to be 7 or 8 feet long. It was going to be ginormous. So I'm doing half of a row per color, or half of a row per day. So that's half, and then it switches off. So as y'all can see, we've had a lot of temperature changes. So that's how I'm doing mine. Ugh. Let's see here. And I was going back up here to find Kelly's. Where did it go? Where did it go? There we go. Option number 1, inspired by Grace. Y'all, that is our option 1. If I have missed any of your comments, just ask me again. I'm going to scroll through it real quick. Nancy said Jay would have known that answer right away. He knows the presidential facts. I do not. Nancy's Jen. Nothing was missing off my desk today. Jen said the preacher couldn't perform the ceremony because he was so distraught and they had to find someone else real quick. Really? Oh, wow. Diane says, do I have the sedge stitch in your channel? Yes, ma'am, I do. I do have a tutorial for sedge stitch. I do. Okay, so next project, inspired by Grace. That was option number 1. Option number 2 is, thank you, Nancy. Nancy has dropped my tutorial for the sedge stitch. Let me go here. Where am I going? Nope, not that one. Share screen. So option number 2 is going to be the Cosmic Cow by Crystals and Crochet. This one will be, so this is option 2, Cosmic Cow. This one will be probably a scrap buster. I'll just go through and use, now as I get to some of the bigger rounds, I'll have to use like whole skeins, but So this one will be a scrappy project. So it'll just be whatever yarn I grab. I won't use any specific color. I won't use any specific color palette that she provides. I'll just use my own and do it in random colors. So that is option 2. And then, all this hairs in my face. Option 3 is going to be present. Share screen. Option 3 is, where did it go? This is also by Crystals and Crochet. Option 3 is Winnie's Wonder. And this one, I might do it in a scrappy style as well, but I may kind of choose select colors for it. So Cosmic Cow is going to be crazy cosmic-y. It's going to be every color of the rainbow and then some. So that was option 2. Option 3 is Winnie's Wonder. It will be a scrappy style, but I'm going to pick certain colors, and I'll pick certain colors, yeah. And so those are the 3 options. So y'all pick, and whichever one gets the most, that is what we'll do. Let me go back over here. Okay, so there was option 1 was inspired by Grace. Option 2, the Cosmic Cow. Option 3, Winnie's Wonders. So y'all vote, and I will go down here and count them up. And while I do that, while y'all do that, let me scrolly back up here. And y'all, it's pouring down rain again. Everybody's saying hello to Miss Wanda. Well, not everybody, a couple people. Y'all saying hi-de-do back and forth. Karen is doing that stitch now for her boggy blanket. Cool. It's time to stop this screen share. Wanda's saying hi back. And Jen said she's hoped to Miss Wanda. She hopes she's doing well. She's going to be driving Saturday and we'll be thinking about you all day. Oh, because you're going to be driving. Whew. I don't know how she does it. She drives all day, every day. Karen said the sedge stitch works up fast and it's nice. It is. It is a beautiful stitch. I love how it works up. Oh, and Wanda says, thank you, Jen. Saturday is going to be a very rough day. Yes, yes. Is that the day you say goodbye, Miss Wanda? And okay, so here we go. Miss Samantha. Okay, so I'm gonna go. So 1, 2, 3. So Samantha have 1 vote for Winnie's Wonder. And Jen says to Wanda, God is holding you. Yes, ma'am. Y'all, prayers for Miss Wanda. She had a loss in her family and for all of the friends and family. And Nancy have another vote for Winnie's Wonder. So that's 2 for 3. Rudy said, how was your life in 87 and 62? 1987 was a good year. I was going into my freshman year of high school, I believe. 62, I wasn't alive in 1962. And Wanda says to Jen, be safe on those roads. Angela says Winnie. So that's number 3. And Jen missed option 1. So let me go back and show it. Share screen. Option 1 is, where is it? Inspired by Grace. And this isn't the greatest photo, but that's Inspired by Grace. It's got a whole lot of texture. You got the waffle and some little bobblies. And anybody that wants to do this along with me, once we get it selected, I will share out the pattern. There, for the Crystals and Crochet one, she's got the pattern on her blog site, but then you can also watch tutorials. Sorry, it's also on her YouTube channel. Sanita says you should do a poll. So can I do a poll in the chat? Or do I have to do it after? Can you do a poll while the live is going on? Samantha, I got your Winnie's Wonder. Miss Rachel says Winnie's Wonder. I think Winnie's Wonder is winning. But let me know if I can do that during, Sanita, if I can do it during the live, or if it has to be like, because I know I can do it like in a community post. Let me know. Jen says thank you. She's driving to the Ark Encounter to meet up to do a trade. Oh, the Ark is not that far from me, Jen. I want to say, we'll see, my aunt and them went. Wanda probably could tell you exactly how far it is from me. But my people from here have been, and like it was like a day trip. It's not like super far away. Susan says Winnie. Y'all like that Winnie? I do too. Winnie's pretty. There's another Winnie. Well, we got a Grace up there from Dawn P. Sanita says Winnie. Winnie is winning. Jen says, I think two then. Rudy says, if you have 99 sandwiches and Gail took one, how many are left? 0, because I took 99 and Gail took 1, so there's 0 left. Let's see. Sanita says yes, but on the yes in the chat, but on the YT side. Okay. Jen says for her it's about 4 hours there and 4 hours back. So are you going to be hanging out there for a little bit, or are you just going, meeting, grabbing, leaving? Just wondering. Let's see here. Okay. So let me go over here on the YT side here. I just want to take a look. So do you do it from the studio, or do you do it from the live? You know what I mean? I've never done one in the live. I just want to take a look, see. I would imagine it's over here somewhere. But I don't know that. Let's see. Wanda is sewing in the ends on a sweater. Can't make up my mind on how I want to do the sleeves. Don't you hate when you... I get like that, and I'm like, you get it all the way done, and then you're like, how to finish it. And usually I pick one way, and then I undo it, and I do a different way, and then I always go back to the first way. You know. Samantha, how are you doing today? I'm doing good. Kelly says it's at the top of the chat. Okay. And Jen said only long enough for the guy to check out his new ride, and then I get to drive his old back. So you get to hop in the hoopty and drive it back. Okay. Sanita said live, and there should be by the emoji. Do what? Oh, at the bottom. I see the little plus sign. Start a poll. Oh, and you can start a Q&A. Okay. Okay, so I can ask a question. Add an option. Look at that. Okay. Y'all don't have to answer, because I mean, if you want to answer it again just to see if that gets the same as mine. Okay, I'm going to write here, next project. Thanks, y'all, for telling me how to do this. So next project, we had Inspired by Grace. Whoopsies. This is why I need to get me a different keyboard or a different computer so that I'm not tapping up by the screen. Okay, number 2 was Cosmic Cow. And then number 3 was Winnie's something. Why aren't you typing? There we go. Winnie's, was it Winnie's Wonder? What was the name of it? Yeah, Winnie's Wonder. And the Crystals and Crochet, that is also who she also has the Faith crochet along. That's if y'all have seen like the blanket on Granny D's lives for her thumbnail, or not on her thumbnail, on I think it's on her, like on her page at the top, her banner. Okay, and start poll. There we go. And I'm guessing it put it up top. Okie dokie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Samantha said, how did you do the poll? Well, I was just asking, but then Sneed and them just told me how to do it. Rachel said, I just love your southern accent. You're so fun to listen to. Oh, thanks, Rachel. Samantha, can someone drop Crystal and Crochet YouTube channel link? I will grab that here in just a moment. Or actually, as soon as this live ends, Samantha, since it's looking like it's going to be Winnie's, I will drop the link to both. Well, I can drop that right now, actually. Back to Winnie's Wonder. And let me see if she's got. Here we go. Okay, here is the link for the where she has it on her website. That's for Winnie's Wonder on the website. But from there you can get to Crystals and Crochet, and then she has all the links to her channel and stuff. But Samantha said, put it in the description box. I'll put it in the description box when the live ends. I'll go back, whichever project we pick. I'll put the link to both the pattern and also for the tutorial in case y'all want to stitch along. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And then, so for the poll, does it automatically end? Do I have to go in and tell it to end? Y'all tell me. I'm a newbie at the polls. And Dawn Yarn Doll, to you, I really liked the goal that y'all did last night, so I'm probably going to be snagging that one for a future goal because I really liked that. That was a good idea. Just thought I'd share that with you. If y'all missed West Coast Wednesdays, y'all go back and check out the replay. And Dawn says, you end the poll when you are ready. Okay, so let me go back over here. So does it tell me? Ooh, Winnie's Wonder is winning by 55%. Okay, so go here. Oh, I see. So I just click on the little 3 dots and go boop, end poll. Gotcha. So Inspired by Grace is at 14. Cosmic Cow has 29. And Winnie's Wonder has 57. Oop, Winnie's Wonder is up to 60. Whoop, and they're changing. Okay, cool. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so we'll let this poll go for, I'll let it go till probably like 9:45-ish. And then I'll go check it out. And then whichever one wins, that's the one that I'll leave in the description box when the live ends. And that's going to be my next big project. And then I'll pick out all the yarn and stuff. I also did go ahead and order some of that crayon box yarn. It's so pretty. It hasn't come in yet. Let me tell y'all. So the bitty stripes that we talked about last week. So I went to Joann's. It was sold out. Like all of them were sold out. So I checked a few other websites. The cheapest place was going to be at Walmart. So I was getting ready to order it, and I had it already. I was ready to check out. I was ready to pull the trigger, and I thought, you know what? Let me go look at Yarnspirations again because they had sent me another email. So I went back to Yarnspirations. It was on sale, and it ended up being cheaper. And because of I was buying 12 skeins, I got free shipping. So it ended up being almost $20 cheaper ordering it from Yarnspirations, directly from the Yarnspirations website, than it was even at Walmart. So y'all check all the different places. Don't, so yeah. Samantha said, what about her YouTube channel? I will share. Her tutorial is on her YouTube channel. So whichever blanket wins, I will, or wins, whichever blanket y'all choose, I'll leave that link. But oh, you found her YouTube? Okay. I was gonna say I have it linked in a lot of my videos. If y'all, do I have a playlist for the Faith? I don't think I have a playlist for the Faith, but I do have it in some of my shorts and stuff. Diane says, I love the bitty stripes. It's so pretty. So what I think I'm gonna do with that one is I'm gonna do a mosaic with it. and use that, because since it has the color changes, so it'll be nice and bright and colorful. And then instead of using black like I did for Happily Stained, I'm thinking of using white or maybe like a cream or a oh, what is that color up there? It's not called buff, but it's kind of like a buffy tan, white tan. And I'm thinking that would be a good, so it kind of looks like mortar and a brick. So I may come up with a brick kind of thing. So it either will be mosaic or it'll be like a join as you go kind of thing, so that it'll give like a really cool brick thing. But I'm going to use that, yarn, the Bitty Stripes. Camel. It's called Camel. Thank you, Jen. Okay, let me scroll back up. Angela is working on 2 plastic canvas crosses. Ooh, pretty. And Dawn said she's doing a little bit better. She's talking to Miss Jen. I'm glad to hear that. I know you've been under the weather, so I'm glad to hear you're feeling a little bit better. Let's see, Rachel said she is off this weekend, so she's going to check her local Joann's to see how it's doing. Well, we have 2 that are in my general area. One of them is a little bit further out, which, as it turns out, it's fine because it looks really nice from outside, which I was kind of surprised because it's like the newest one. But it was very small. The way they had laid it out, it was odd. Like, you know how they had the big beams like in the middle of the store, like that helps hold up the roof. But they had them like in the middle of an aisle, so you couldn't even get a buggy like halfway through. You could squeeze through, and there's shelves on either side, but you couldn't take your buggy all the way through. Like, that was just poor planning from whoever put those shelves there. But anyway, so that one I don't go to, but the other one is really nice. So, and it had the big, huge yarn wall. And so, yeah, like, it has a really nice yarn section. Like, they redid it not too long ago, and it's gorgeous. And they had huge selection. It's wonderful. I think I have a video on that particular store. So I really hate to see that one go. And Rudy is asking what year did Prince stay? And I know it's Party Like it's 1999. I know you said in one it's 98, but it's not. It's 99. Sanita says she just finished row 16 of Spring's Hex Cardi. Gonna stop here and finish tomorrow. Yay! And that's on my list too, to do a hex Cardi. I just haven't. Kind of like a taupe, Miss Sandra says. Yes, and hello, Miss Sandra. Yes, it's like a taupey color. So I'm thinking that would look really pretty because it's a very neutrally color, and I think it'll look really good with that bitty stripe in the crayon box, which if y'all haven't seen the crayon box, basically it's like, it's all the colors of the rainbow, but it doesn't have like, I say it's all the colors of the rainbow, but I was going to say it has all the colors of the crayon, but it's really not. It's mostly like rainbowy colors, but it's kind of like a stone wash look. It's really pretty. I can show it to y'all here in just a minute. Let me get caught up in the chat. And Sandra said, woohoo, to Sanita. Jen says, Sanita, your puppos was adorable. Karen said it's gone with it being on sale a week ago. Maybe. That's possible. I wondered if it was that, or if their stock was depleted because they're not, because of the bankruptcy, if they're just not restocking certain things at the moment, or if they're completely just going to sell everything. From what I heard, they're going to sell all the assets, but I don't know. That can change from day to day. Dawn is also working on a Hexicardi and finishing the mini Grogu for Jerry from his new kit that came today. Ooh, awesome. Hey, Drainy, welcome in. Okay, so let me go here. Okay, so if anybody would like to drop your channel link, please only drop it one time. But if you write it and somebody else drops it at the same time, Mr. Nightbot gets a little overwhelmed, so you can type it a second time if he doesn't drop it. And you just need to type "Be Thankful," all one word, in the chat, and Mr. Nightbot will share out your link for all of our friends to go check it out. Thrifty says, speaking of crayons, I want hooks that look like Crayola crayons. I've seen those. Those are kind of nifty looking. Nifty for the thrifty. Those are cute. Karen says, and there are 12 new colors Creative Grandma showed us. Oh, really? Of the bitty stripes? I've been watching for it. Okay, let me go over here. Let's go to this one. Yarnspirations. Since this is where I bought it from. Like I said, I did get it straight from Yarnspirations. But it's so pretty. I like it. Pretty stripes. It's so pretty. Oh, so pretty. Come on, computer. You're going kind of slow. I'm waiting for it to load, y'all. It's circling. But if you buy 4, you save up to 25%. So that is a deal. And Dawn's going to be right back. Checking on the food. Karen said pink is pretty. Okay, share screen. Nope. No, I'm so used to switching my camera now. Share screen. Okay, so this is the one that I ordered, and I think it's so pretty. It's the bitty stripes in the crayon box. Let's see if it'll come on. There it is all up close. So I could even do white, and I thought about doing white, but I thought that might be a little much, so I don't know. But it has so many pretty colors. Y'all see all the little colors? But this is the one I picked, the crayon box, because it was my favorite. But I like them all. They're all really pretty. And then Sunset Beach, I think, was a close second. Where aren't you going? There it is. So that one is Sunset Beach. Ooh, Love Bug. Did we look at that one last week? Oh, we did. That one's the one that was like the pinky, purpley. Yeah. And then here's Rainbow. But they have a lot of colors, y'all. Diane said, how much is it? Let me go back over here. It is, Angela has that yarn. Do you love it? Because I bought the, oh, come on. I ordered, it's not here yet. The crayon box. It is $9.99. However, if you buy 4 or more, it's 25%. And if you order over, I don't remember what the dollar amount is, but if you order over a certain dollar amount, then your shipping is free. So mine ended up being $7.99 a skein, I think. No. Hold on. No, I can't. It's on my phone. Let me see. Where's my little calculator? I've got my phone up over here, so I can't use it, y'all. Calculator. Actually, you know what I could do? Hold on. You know what would be easier than doing that? Why, computer, do you keep doing that? Let's go right here and let's just drop 12 in. Add to cart. View cart. $7.50. Did it take us over there? Yes. Okay, so if you order 4 or more, you save $2.49 a skein, and it makes it be $7.50 if you order 4 or more. Buy 4 plus, save 25%. So I thought that was a really great deal. That was cheaper. It was $50 on Walmart.com. It was $53, I think, for 6. So this was cheaper. And yeah, and it was free shipping. Let's see if it tells the shipping or if you have to put your information in. I think you have to put your information in before it tells you your shipping and stuff, but boop. Oh no, heads up, you're on our yeah. And you can also, it'll tell you if you're on the US site or the Canada site. Go back to StreamYard. Okay. Scroll back up. Angela said she's been checking on the price for the Cricut 3, the Cricut Maker 3. I've been watching those prices too. I still haven't bought one, but I'm trying to decide if I would really use it, because I've wanted one for a while, and then I had one that my friend had bought at Goodwill. She had it for months and never used it, so she said, "Here, take this to your house and learn how to use it, and then because you'll probably do that before I do." And then I had it at my house for probably 6 months or more, and I never even took it out of the box either. And then her niece has it now. Sandra said she bought the crayon box too. Makes an amazing modern granny. Ooh, see that I've seen. There's another crochet along going on too over at Crochet Crowd, and it's a what was it called? It's a granny. It's a granny. I forget the exact name of it, but they're making granny squares. Rudy says 9:39 Central. Dreamy says you can also get it in a 3-pack at Walmart for $17. How much is, where'd my calculator go? And I think the 3-pack, $5.66. Really? I didn't see the 3-pack, Dreamy. Is it the and Bojan said, yeah, $52.99 for 6 skeins. When I saw it the other day, the 3-pack and the 6-pack worked out to be the same price. So I may have not saved then if I could have got it for the 17. Either that or it was sold out and I couldn't add it to cart. If so, then I didn't save money. I could have got it at Walmart cheaper, but because that makes it be $5.66. It's $5.66 or $5.67. But either way, it's already ordered now. Karen said at top it's been $80 and it's free. Wow. Oh, so $80 and free to get free shipping. I missed it. It probably says it right up there. Okay, so 9. Thrifty says, I never see the packs in store at Walmart. See, and my Walmart never got the bitty stripes in store. I could only get it through the app. So, but, yeah. Okay, let me go back over here to this side. All right, y'all. So, Winnie's Wonder is at 60%. Inspired by Grace had 15. Cosmic Cow got 25%. So, Winnie's Wonder is the winner of my next project, blanket wise. So I will, after this live ends, I will go back. I will drop the link for both Helen's. It's called Crystals and Crochet is her YouTube channel. Helen Shrimpton, I believe, is her name. I think her website is also Crystals and Crochet. Let me look. Yes, crystalsandcrochet.com. But I will drop the link for both of those in the description after we end. So if anybody else wants to make the Winnie's Wonder with me, y'all are welcome. Oh my gosh, Bojan said now it's $44.88 for 6 skeins. He just checked Walmart's app. Well, there you go. That's okay, because when I bought it, it was cheaper at Yardspirations. If I had just waited, it's fine. It's okay. I wanted it and I bought it. So Trini says online, and they may have dropped the price at Walmart because it is on sale at Yardspiration, so they are competing to get it. But it's got a lot of yardage in it too. It's like what, 500 yards a skein, I think. Let me look. because it's almost never cheaper at the manufacturer than it is at Walmart, I have found, or that you can get it on sale at one of the websites. But one of the crafting websites. Let's see. So it has, where is it at? 515 yards per skein. So that's a big skein. So that's a lot of yardage, I thought. So, like I said, I did go ahead and buy it. So it is on the way. So, but yeah, so I put it in my cart at Walmart. It was going to be, my total was going to be one thing. It was, like I said, 20, right at $20 cheaper at Yarnspirations. But if it's on sale, or if it's cheaper now at Walmart, so if it's $44 now and it was $50, so that's still, well, so it's about, it still would be cheaper at Yarnspirations, because maybe not with the $17 ones. So what's 17 to 17? That would be what, 34? So buying it in the 3-pack, if you can find the 3-pack like Dreeny found for 17, then it'd be cheaper to just buy a bunch of the 3-packs for however much you need. But I was going to buy the 6-packs just because at that time when I was looking for it, that was the cheapest on the Walmart website. Yep. So. Let's see, Diane said the Sunset Beach, she made a large granny square blanket. Ooh, pretty. That Sunset Beach one was really pretty too. I liked all of the colors, really. I mean, I like the kind of stonewashy and the little, I just thought it was all really pretty. But I'm going to use it in a mosaic blanket, I've decided. I don't know what mosaic pattern I'm going to use. I don't know if I'm going to use one from Tina, or if I'm going to make up my own. I'd also bought one online. It was like it's a Christmassy one. So I don't know, I might use that one, although I kind of wanted to use Christmassy colors for that one, but, so I don't know, we'll see, we'll see. Ooh, because the crayon box would, though, if I did that, it would look, there's certain parts of the Christmas one that look like Christmas lights, so those would make pretty Christmas lights, but I don't know, we'll see. And I may just attempt to make my own. I've tried it before, and I gave it up. I was like, nope. But I may give it a go again. We'll see. All right, y'all. So what has everybody got going on this weekend? We're going to start wrapping things up and we'll head out of here. Now that I've got did I end that poll after I gave my little thingy? I did not. I hit the end poll, but then I didn't actually end it. Let me end that. And there we go. Does it give us the totals? It does not. Yes, it does. There it is. Poll complete. 20 votes. So there we go. Yes. Okay, so Diane said it's her son's birthday. Well, happy birthday to your son. And Miss Nancy has got a sale on Saturday. So yes, y'all head over to Little Treasures by Nancy on Saturday night. She is having her first sale of 2025. She's going to be selling off a lot of her makes that she has done. And Nancy, are you selling off supplies this time as well, or are you like supplies that you're not using? I can't remember. I know you had talked about that, and I know you had showed some of the stuff. Let me know. I know you showed it last night, some of the stuff you're selling. She's got some altered notebooks. Yes, supplies. Okay, good. I was making sure my brain was remembering correctly. So y'all go check it out. Dreeny is working on a mosaic heart blanket. Oh, pretty. Pretty, pretty. So if I design my own mosaic, I'm gonna go back. Okay, so Tina, and I can't say her last name. I'm not even gonna attempt. But do y'all know who I'm talking about? Tinna. She is a mosaic queen. Her and Dreeny, they up here together. But she has several videos on how to create your own, how to design your own mosaic. So I may go back and watch it again and revisit writing up my own mosaic. If I do, it will be a simple one. And I've already got several patterns designed in my cross stitch pattern maker thing. So I may go back and look at some of them and see if I can figure out how to do the, we'll see. We'll go back to it. Drini said her birthday was yesterday. That's right, Drini. Did you see that? I threw you a big old ball of orange yarn on Facebook. Did you notice that? Hey, it's not my fault that the yarn emoji is orange. Did I say yellow? I meant orange. I don't even know what I said, y'all. I think I looked up and saw yellow, but it's orange. Oh, girl, hold up. Happy birthday. Let's see. Whoop. Oh, Nancy's going to have a Centro for sale. Let's see. Sunita said her uncle's birthday party is Saturday. Well, happy birthday to your uncle. It's just a whole big weekend of birthdays. And she said her dad's birthday is Wednesday. My son's birthday, the one that was in chat earlier, his birthday is Tuesday. 2/4. Here's Miss Susan's channel. Sunita said haircut and maybe colored on Tuesday. So might be MIA next week. Ah, awesome. Janie says, oh, it's gonna cut my thing off. See, you done broke my camera, Dreeny. Hold on. That one locked up on me. It did that too before. See, Dreeny, it saw your comment. It was like, no. Okay, y'all, I gotta add myself back to stage because without adding myself back to stage, y'all have no audio. So we'll just leave it like that. Oh, wait, I know what I can do. Where did it go? Go like that. There we go. Can y'all still hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. I know we're getting ready to head out, but just let me know. Make sure. Dreamy's laughing. We should be good, but y'all let me know. I know y'all be like, it's quiet. Okay, Dreamy said yes, y'all can hear me. Okay, good. Yeah, as soon as I came over here, it's like, there's no audio. I was like, oh crap, gotta add it back. All right, cool. So y'all can hear me. Good deal. But yeah, so y'all go check out Little Treasures by Nancy. Check out her sale. She's got some really good stuff that's going to be up. That is Saturday night. She's probably already got it scheduled. Nancy, feel free to drop that link in the chat so people can get it. But I want to say 7 Eastern. Let me know. 7 or 8 Eastern. Let me know. Let me know. Sunita said no sound. I think I got it fixed. Okay, so we got it fixed. But Nancy, let us know the time. And it says asterisk Eastern. But there you go. There's the link to Nancy's live, so y'all can go check it out there. I will be there watching. Ooh, let's see. Bojan's making a vest. I will have to go look at that. Since I've been using my phone as part of my camera, I can't, or as one of the cameras, because I have to, even though I have 2 cameras hooked up to the laptop, I can't. 8 Eastern. Okay. I started to say 8, so it's 7 Central. Well, I knew there's a 7 in there somewhere. But I can't. I have 2 cameras where I switch them to where the overhead and the other angle. So, but since I'm using my phone so that when I'm crafting, that I can still, y'all can still see my face. I'm having to use my phone, so I can't look. Sunita said, it froze at a cute screen. You look so happy. Well, good, because a lot of times it freezes like this. You know what I mean? It looks happy because I was picking on the same dream. That's what it was. I was talking about my big orange, and then my computer froze because what she wrote, and it was like, or my camera was like, no, we're not saying that. We can't say roll nothing. All right, y'all. We are right here at the 2-hour mark, so I'm gonna head out of here. And thank y'all so very much for coming. Thank you everybody for helping me reach my goal and for picking my next big project. Again, I will leave the link for that project in the description box as soon as this live ends. I'm gonna go ahead and get that dropped in there because otherwise I will forget. And Miss Diane Sharp, I'm also gonna look for my anniversary cake and take a picture of it. And try to remember what stitch I was using. But yes, the sedge stitch would work really great with that blanket as well, or with that yarn. So yeah. All right, y'all. Have a fabulous night. Let me get back over here. My little screen. That uppy, down. There it is. All right, y'all. Remember, be creative. And until next time, happy crafting. Bye.